So here we have the Mini Cooper S Diesel Countryman on a 64 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. But as you'll see from the outside, it's a 5-door car with black alloy wheels. I'll start off inside the boot and then we can work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got those twin exhausts which are unique to the S variants of the Minis. Plenty of boot space, in fact the biggest in Mini's range, and 3 independently folding rear seats. They will also slide forwards and backwards as 2 units as well to give you either more boot space or more legroom for rear passengers. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just before I climb in and run through the controls, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, the seats are in fantastic condition. There is a lot to run through on this car, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. We've got the rev counter right in the centre of the steering column here, and a digital readout for the speedometer. There is also a main speedometer, which I'll show you in a moment. Beneath that are the total miles for this car, which are 24,902. There's various different bits of fuel economy information you can get up there by pushing the button on the end of the indicator stalk. And you'll see just to the right hand side of that, it will show you what gear we're in. As this is an automatic, we are in park, so it will show P for park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel, there's a couple of paddles either side of the steering wheel. They do the same thing either side, it just depends which hand you have on the wheel, but you can go down a gear by pushing the button or up a gear by pulling it towards you when the car is in its manual mode. Again, I'll show you that in a moment on the gearbox itself. Over in the centre here is the main speedometer and radio. So going closer to the radio, you can see this car's got DAB digital radio. It also has AM and FM underneath the tuner option there. So DAB, it has a CD player, auxiliary input and USB input as well. And once you pair the phone up, which you can do here, you can also stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. And then your various other buttons here to change things like treble, bass, the balance, fader, etc. Underneath that, we've got the CD player, followed by the air conditioning. So temperature is adjustable with this dial, fan speed over here, air conditioning by pushing that button, and when the light's on, your air conditioning is on. Then just determine where you'd like the air to blow in the car. You can recirculate the air that's already in here if you wish to. It's a good way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly. And you've got rear screen heater just there. Beneath that, we've got a few buttons. So over on the far left hand side, we could turn off the traction control. We can lock the car doors from the outside. We can put the car in sport mode, which makes the steering firmer. It makes the accelerator pedal react faster to what you do as well. And then to the right of that, we've got the front and rear fog lights. We then have the fully automatic gearbox just here, and you'll see down the bottom here is where drive is. If you would shift the gear lever over to the left, you'll then be in a manual mode. You can go up a gear or down a gear, and you can use the paddles on the steering wheel as well if you'd rather. And then directly underneath that, we've got the auxiliary and USB input that I mentioned a moment ago. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.